Last week, two things happened that seem completely incompatible. On the one hand, the moderate Problem Solvers Caucus endorsed two bills to create a bipartisan commission to address the national debt. But that very same day, President Trump proposed a 50% increase in the defense budget to a record $1.5 trillion, which is estimated to add $5.8 trillion to the national debt over the next decade. My reaction to this was visceral because, in my view, political moderates abhor the national debt, and for good reason. In January of 2017, when Trump first took office, the U.S. national debt was about $19.9 trillion and now exceeds $38 trillion. So the debt has nearly doubled in the last 9 years. We now spend over $1 trillion per year just to pay interest on the national debt, which in fiscal 2025 was 19% of revenue collections, the third largest cost behind only Social Security and Medicare. There are many reasons for the ballooning national debt, but both political parties are to blame. For example, in Trump's first term, he enacted a tax cut that the CBO estimated would increase deficits by about $1.9 trillion over 11 years. Under Biden, the Democrats passed a third round of COVID stimulus, which even some Democratic economists warned was unnecessary and excessive. And then Trump, upon taking office a second time, pushed through his big, beautiful bill, which the CBO estimated would add $3.4 trillion to the national debt. Now, it may seem overstated to say that moderates abhor the national debt, a word that implies not just disgust, but moral repugnance. But I think that's accurate. The No Labels organization, for example, which supports centrism and bipartisanship, notes on its website that we believe it is immoral and irresponsible for our government to continue spending more than it takes in and piling so much debt on the next generation. And The Third Way, a center-left think tank that champions moderate policies, conducted a survey in 2014 which found that the enormous national debt is a major concern to moderates. 76% say it's immoral to leave our children a country that is $17 trillion in debt. And that was in 2014 when the debt was less than half of what it is today. Now, of course, it's one thing to abhor the national debt, and another thing altogether to do something about it. As I noted at the outset, the moderate Problem Solvers Caucus has taken an important first step to support a bipartisan commission to address the national debt problem, and I look forward to following that effort in future videos.